Greetings, hockey fans! Welcome to the Icebox in Lincoln, Nebraska, as the Capitals are minutes away from taking on the Lincoln Stars in JV action. This is Kevin Way, your play-by-play voice for the Des Moines Capitals this 2025-26 season. The trek just a tick over, well, roughly 2 hours and 45 minutes west on I-80. Has the second place Capitals, second place at the JV level anyways, taking on the first place Stars. Capitals come into this late afternoon's matchup with a 24-3-0-1 record. That's good for its second in both points and percentage, but the aforementioned Lincoln Stars in first place have not lost in regulation this season. 26-0, well, technically also 0-2 record. Good for first in points and percentage. Lincoln's last three games, last weekend on the February 5th, 6th, and 7th. They hosted Fremont on the 5th, won that one 5-1. Remember, Fremont's JV team is very good, a top four team. I believe they're still third, although I haven't checked the standings. JV standings after last night, but right in and around there. Then the Stars would hit the road on the 6th to take on Sioux City. They won that one 5-0. And then to complete a little two-game road trip, they played Bogie on the 7th, and they won that 11-2. So the Capitals have their work cut out for them. This Stars team generally gives up less than 2 goals a game, and they put up a ton of points. So they have the capability of, even if they were to have a problem defensively today, of completely outscoring that problem. But generally the Stars have had a problem neither direction, put up lots of goals and prevent very few. We'll talk a bit about why the task in front of the Capitals here this weekend, particularly at the JV level, will be a little bit harder than it might have been otherwise. But first, while we have the time, we want to take the time to thank our first period presenting sponsors. And as they turn on AC/DC's Thunderstruck in the background, I know with certainty that I will have to deal with a copyright protest sometime tomorrow. All right, things that are a little less complicated. Working with Jen Stambro Real Estate. Thinking of buying or selling your home? Let Jen Stambro Real Estate help you. Jen has been a trusted broker in the Des Moines area since 2006 with expertise representing buyers, sellers, investors, builders, new construction, and executive estates. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Jen is there to help walk you through the process. Learn more about Jen and her team at jenstambrorealestate.com. We also want to thank the sponsor of the penalty box this season, and that's Tint World. Tint World is your automotive styling center where they focus on the fun in your vehicle. They do window tint, paint protection film, vehicle wraps, and ceramic coating. They can also upgrade your stereo system, add remote start, and even add purple lighting to your ride to get you in the Capital spirit on the way to the game. Tint World also focuses on residential and commercial glass to help alleviate heat or glare or to add privacy to your home or office. Stop in and see Tint World in Urbandale from 8 to 6, Mondays through Saturdays. We also want to thank the sponsor of the Caps Kids Captain Program again this season, and that's the Goddard School of Waukee. The Goddard School of Waukee believes the start of your child's journey matters, and their mission is to provide the most innovative and inspirational educational experience for young children and families in their community. Call 515-297-6555 or go to goddardschool.com to learn more. And we also want to thank our marketing partners this season, starting with Trillic Studio. Trillic Studio is a one-of-a-kind audio and video production facility housed in the iconic Crescent Building in downtown Des Moines. Visit trillicstudio.com to learn more, and you can get a little bit of an idea of what they can do for your business, your organization, your nonprofit, maybe even your family by checking out the Capitals hype video on our social media platforms, particularly Facebook and Instagram. And it's the second season that in a row that Trillics has done the hype video for the Capitals. But this season they did so with a little bit of help, an assist, so to speak, in hockey parlance, from some students at the Des Moines Area Community College, DMAC. Established in 1966, DMAC is now Iowa's largest community college and offers over 220 credit programs to individuals seeking degrees, diplomas, or certificates. DMAC's main campus is in Ankeny, but has 2 other campuses in the greater Des Moines area, 3 other campuses in central Iowa, and 6 learning centers in the area as well. DMAC's mission is changing lives and empowering communities. And with 500 plus faculty and staff, small class sizes, and the lowest tuition and fees in the state, it can. Find out if DMAC is right for you at dmac.edu. That's DMACC.edu. Pan back to the live look here from the ice box. This arena ended up opening as an ice arena back in, if I remember right, 1996. Marking also the beginning of the Lincoln Stars. Yep, they actually have a banner for it up here. 1996-97 was the first season of the Lincoln Stars, and they were successful from the very beginning. It'll be a few more years here at the Ice Box, but my understanding is that at the end of the 2030-31 season, when the lease between the Stars and the University of Nebraska expires, this building will be closed as an ice arena, and we'll see if it ends up demolished. They have been building other sports complexes around the area in the last 20 to 15 years. If you're familiar with the area, we're really close to the Devaney Sports Center. We're right across from that, the reasonably new Nebraska Cornhuskers outdoor track is right near us. Softball field as well. So only so many more seasons in this arena. The Lincoln area does have the Breslow Ice Center. We'll pan over to the area where the players of both sides will skate out onto the ice. So the Lincoln does have ice for their youth and high school team once the ice box is closed. But obviously the future of the Lincoln Stars of the USHL is in jeopardy. The large arena downtown does have the capability of having ice. The question is, with Nebraska Cornhuskers basketball, concerts, and other things down there, I think even the women play down there as well, if I remember right. There's not a lot of dates open for a hockey team. Probably the only hockey team they might open it up for is if the University of Nebraska ever goes NCAA Division I with their hockey. Nebraska does have an ACHA program. They have a D2 and a D3 team. The D3 team is building, we'll put it that way. It used to be that all they had was the D3, but that team moved up to D2, and they're a reasonable D2 team and building, so it's already solid. But we'll see, like, over time I kind of expect the Cornhuskers just to get better and better at the ACHA D2 ranks. All right, we'll talk a bit about. We talked earlier, now with some of that all said, about the ice box and the hockey scene here in Lincoln. We talked a little bit about how it's going to be a more difficult task for the Capitals than it might have otherwise been, and that's because Tyler Nelson is out of the lineup. We saw him suffer an injury last weekend against Dubuque. The good news is it's not as bad as we thought it might be, or at least as bad as I thought it might be anyways. Him making it back for this Thursday and Friday's games against Waterloo may not be probable, but there is hope that he will be good to go in time for the tournaments as Kenley Boma leads the Capitals out onto the ice. Let you watch the Capitals here for a tiny bit. I will have to take about a 15-second break. We're set up in the stands here at the Ice Box, which is actually not a bad setup. However, if you drop your broadcast sheets that have the information about both teams on them down to a row in front of you, well, you end up with the 15 seconds of not total silence, but of no commentary. In 3, 2, 1. Success. So with Nelson out of the lineup, look for Zach West to play an even larger role. We'll see if he ends up playing on the wing with Logan and Junta. It sounded like he from my inside source, if you guys don't know who that is, it's Adam Wayne. It sounded like Zach practiced at forward with that group yesterday, so we shall see. But I guess it turned out very fortunate for the Capitals that they started like just all entry here and there, and they used Zach, and they kept using him, and now he's going to definitely reach the 20 games, and it's going to end up really handy that happened, because for their success this weekend at both the JV and the varsity levels, Zach West is going to factor in significantly, and of course the Capitals' own Nelson currently leads JV in scoring. Not far behind him is Ryan Logan and AJ Junta. Junta's technically second in the league in scoring with 42 points in 28 games. Logan 40 points in 27 games. We'll pan over to Lincoln now as you see Cole Brown. Cole Brown is right behind them in JV scoring, and Lincoln has just talk to me about Lincoln's top scorers. Well, how does their whole roster sound? In seriousness, their leading scorer, it is the aforementioned Cole Brown. Cole has 40 points in 27 games, just like Ryan Logan. So tied for third in league JV scoring. Cole has 23 goals, 17 assists. Second in Lincoln scoring is number 91, Paul King. He has 39 points in 27 games, so just right behind Cole Brown. Paul is a junior who we can also expect to see. Many of these players we will also see in varsity, and they will play not insignificant roles there. Other scorers of note, number 43, Riker Noden, 38 points in 28 games. 32 points in 27 games is number 4, Cooper Willis. Ethan Nickel has 31 points in 27 games. He's 5th in scoring for the Stars. And, you know, even at that 5th spot, still over a point per game. 6th in team scoring, Samson Rose, 8 point per game, 25 points, 25 games played. 7th in scoring. I have an error on my sheet here, but Cooper Peary he's 8th in scoring with 15 points in 18 games. 9th in scoring, senior defenseman Cooper Grosserode. We'll see if Cooper's actually in this one or not. He only has played just a tick over half, well, right about half of the JV games for the Stars this season. And as I look across, I do not see number 26. So they are probably saving Cooper for a senior night and the varsity game. Freshman Leo Miller can play forward or defense, 13 points in 25 games. But you just kind of get the idea that the sheer number of players that they have. Well, now 7th scoring is Isaac Parker, number 90, 18 points in 28 games. So definitely a team that's, like I said, deep in scoring. And a not unexperienced team. Many of these players did play for the JV team that beat the Capitals in the varsity championship game at the tournament last season. So it's not going to be easy. We'll see. We expect the starter to be Matthew Fisher, but we'll see, number 40. But Gus Howard has seen plenty of action too. And judging by who's standing out in the slot, looks like it is Gus Howard getting the start. Howard in 14 games played, 543 minutes. He does have a shutout, 182 goals against average, .893 save percentage, 12-0-0 and 0 record. Kenley Boma is the starter for the Capitals coming into this late afternoon game. Boma in 16 games played, 717 minutes, 9 shutouts, 0.94 goals against average, .925 save percentage, 13-2-0 and 1 record. Boma has some of the absolute best numbers in JV in the entire Midwest League. Has the lead in shutouts by a tremendous margin. Starters for the Stars appear to be Riker Noden, Ethan Nickel, Evan Clausen, Cole Brown, and Trevor Broadfoot. Other starters for the Capitals, Junta, Opp, Logan. Defense, Brett Augustine and Gabe Sin. And officials are taking care of what looks like perhaps, let's see if there's something in the back, a small hole in the net. So they had to tie that up a little bit. Not gonna, if you're a higher level ref, you'll actually have things like this. 2-man crew for this JV game. So the officials will be having to move a lot, and we are underway here from the ice box. Brett Augustine with the puck. Has it poked away by Nickel. Logan with the send-in. Broadfoot will get back to it. Sends it around the boards. Didn't get all of that one. Nickel has it poked away by Opp as Junta comes sliding across up to Augustine. You'll have to bear with me as we get used to this shallow angle shot towards the net. Actually more of a pass as player crashes into the net. See which Capital that was. Was that It was Brett Augustine, and he appears to be okay, but the net dislodged by a lot. We'll have to just zoom out a little bit. We thought we'd maybe try to go a little. Maybe we can zoom just a tiny bit, but face off at the 34-second mark. West on the draw. Wins it towards the corner to Behrens. Behrens pass across to his D partner, Jackson Carter. Carter moves it up along the wall. Battle for the puck at the blue line. Gets knocked out to the neutral zone. Puck sent in by this number 38, Jamison Cavito. That one ended up going for offside. Sorry, for icing offside. Nice job, Synapse. So now an offensive zone face-off at the 48-second mark. Lincoln wins the face-off. Capitals quickly pressuring, though. Wenzel battling behind the net. Now Paul King will move it up along the board. Stopped by Carter. Carter sends it back down low. Puck poked up toward Cooper Willis. Now knocked out to the neutral zone by Leo Miller, who appears to be playing forward this game. Let me mention at the beginning, Miller can play forward or defense. Pass over to Ben Augustine. Augustine connects on a pass up to West. West pass intercepted. Sent back to the defense. Cavado will get it back from, that's number 73, Britton Donner. Barron's back foot for the Capitals. Turnover! Wrap back around towards the right wing wall to Isaac Parker. Puck deflects out front. Nice stick by Logan Westfall to knock it away from Blaine Dixon. Westfall skating it in and trying to work it around Braden Thomas towards the net. Noah Eden very close to getting to that puck first and would have had a prime opportunity for a shot from the slot. But a couple of well-timed Lincoln Stars sticks prevented that. Pass to the point to Hicklin. Hicklin chips it down low, takes an interesting bounce out of the corner towards the side of the Lincoln net. Puck moved along the wall by Samson Rose. Glovic back for it for the Capitals. Now Eden will get to it. Battling along the wall with trying to make the number out. Probably would have been Ethan Nickel, number 13. Looked like an 18 at first, but Tegan Dahlberg is not in the lineup for this one. Westfall's pass up to Garnis. Had to reach for it, couldn't control it. Logan off the bench. Flips it in. Puck wrapped by Broadfoot, knocked back by the Capitals up towards the blue line. Noden chips it out. Sin will stop it in the neutral zone. Sends it low. Larry Sackwitz Jr. will wrap it around the wall. Out into the neutral zone. Logan will get it back. Logan knocked off the puck. Absorbs a stiff open ice check. Noden's tempted pass towards Brown. Glove down by Logan. And sent in. Capitals going for a line change. Some of them anyways behind the play. Ben Augustine off the bench. Chips it. Puck takes a funny bounce off the partition of the glass. Sin back for it for the Capitals. Skating it forward. Gains the attack zone. Now Broadfoot will get to it for Lincoln. He's bodied by Wenzel. Miller with it for the Stars. Knocked off the puck. Chipped out by Brown. West will get it back and skate it in. Quickly hounded by Willis. Puck's knocked back to the neutral zone. Broadfoot will chip it in from a knee. Luke Barons will get to it. Long pass. Got tipped and went just behind Wenzel. Donner back for it. Hard pass across to Clausen. Clausen forward up towards the neutral zone in front of the Capitals bench. Tipped. Icing waved off immediately. Miller's attempted shot, or centering feed really, blocked. Barron's bodies Clausen off the puck. Luke Barron's, the size of the defenseman that we typically used to see for the Lincoln Stars back in the early, well, even the late the 90s, the the aughts and the early teens. Lincoln Stars USHL team back in the day was a combination of fast and physical. Their D-men were very big and routinely very physical. Westfold in on the forecheck. Lincoln pass out towards the neutral zone. Puck chipped in. Carter gets to it from behind the Capitals net. Sends it up towards Westfold. Intercepted by Dixon. Westfold will chip it out. Eden speed burst to the loose puck in front of the Lincoln bench. Try centering it. Blocked. He was trying to feed it out to Garnis. Dixon chips it forward. Holds up. Shot. Blocked by Boma. Looking to make the glove save, but didn't catch it cleanly. Covedo shot from the point. High and over the net. Swept it. Now knocked back towards the end boards. Brown chips it. Glove down by Logan. Logan sends it up to the neutral zone. Nickel feeds it up toward Brown as it poked away quickly by Hicklin, who is maintaining a very tight defensive gap, which the Capitals are probably going to have to do as this one goes for icing. Capitals do not want to give this dangerous Stars team a lot of room to work with. Oh, here comes the referee. So it wasn't supposed to be a three-man crew. It's a two-man crew after a three-man crew after all. Well, that's good. I was about to say, ooh, two-man crew. Ouch. All right, so now there is a referee and two lines people. I say people because one is a man and one's a woman. Pass over to Logan. Shot over the net. Capitals still haven't tested Howard just yet. Developing opportunity. Stand back for it. Pass out towards the slot. Good job by Augustine to tie up the stick of Noden. Opp cruises into the neutral zone. Shot. Just missed. The shot ended up going behind the net, but it just missed that post. Ben Augustine helping out down low. Tries to evade. Centering attempts. Going to come up towards Wenzel. Can't control it. Sackowitz sends it down low. Wraps it over towards Nickel. Nickel wraps it up along the boards. Intended for Thomas. Capitals intercept. Flipped out. And it hit the scoreboard. Here at the icebox. We'll get a stoppage at the 7:13 mark. Don't know how well that scoreboard's really coming through. The way it looks on the viewfinder is not great, Bob. But hopefully with luck it's a little better in reality. Barron's checked in the corner. West helping out down low. Moved up along the boards by Willis. Intercepted by Ben Augustine. Feeds a pass out to Carter. Carter skating it in. Drop pass to Wenzel. Wenzel. Shot. Save by Howard. Nice job by Augustine to drive the nets. So an offensive zone face-off. With 7:22 left here in this opening frame. West on the draw. Wins it back. Will the Capitals get true possession? They do not. Landon Bliss with the send-in. Over the net. Fires a shot. That one goes through the low slot. Knocked down towards the corner. Centering attempt towards Bliss. Deflected into the opposite corner. Augustine cycles it back towards Barons. Barons bodied by, looked like Isaac Parker, number 90. Shot from the point. Ends up going into the corner. Oh, Ben Augustine clears it. Puck bounces over toward Britton Donner. Donner, soft board pass. Connects to Parker. Parker's pass a little far forward for Nickel. So results in an icing infraction. So another offensive zone faceoff for the Capitals with 6:36 left. Neither team able to get too many shots in on net thus far. It's been a kind of a back and forth tilt between what appears to be two fairly evenly matched teams. Perhaps slight advantage today to the Stars. Oh, pass, shot, pad save, rebound, cleared out. Most dangerous opportunity of the game so far for the Stars. Kenley Boma coming up big on the save. Puck loose out front. Good block, another attempt. Puck will make its way up to the point. Pass across to Quavito. Quavito, shot, blocked up front by Glovic, and it'll leave the zone. Pass back to Quavito. Pass towards the Capitals bench. Westfold will get it. Cuts towards center. Had it poked away by Noden. Good back check by the Lincoln forward. Lincoln pass goes right to Opp. Augustine pass over to Sin. Sin chips one. But also went over the blade of Cole Brown, but also bounced over initially the Capitals' A.J. Junta's stick. Opp's shot, I can say it, went wide. Opp again. Couldn't get the shot off. Attempted cleared. Good keeping by Sin. Sin shot blocked. Ryan Logan shots. So that's like the before and after for Wheel of Fortune. Ryan Logan Westfold. That's right. All right, Caden Opp with the puck. Pass out towards Logan. Logan, shot, save, Lutz! Picked up by the Stars defense, cleared up along the boards. Brett Augustine with the keep in. Opp it on the forecheck, gets to the puck first. Pass up to the point, Sin, shot, save, rebound up front! Cleared, big clear by Britton Donner. Back to Sin again. Try chipping it along the boards. Race for the puck, pass. Stars are offside. West will get the puck. West has it poked away by Miller. Miller with a clean path. Towards the net. Shot. Saved by Boma. West tried making the move in the neutral zone. Good stick by Miller. Knocks it away. Gets to that puck. Thankfully, that puck traveled a little bit further distance than we thought it might. Went all the way to the wall. Because if it stayed a little closer towards center, then Leo Miller would have an easier angle to work with. Battle for the puck behind the Capitals net. Puck will get picked up by West. Pass over to Augustine. Augustine feeds one over to Carter. Carter gets to the red line and sends it in. Puck will wrap towards the corner. Augustine on the forecheck. Attempted clear. Stopped by Behrens. He'll knock it to the opposite corner. Sackwitz will get to it for Lincoln. Hard wrap. Next up to the neutral zone where Ben Augustine will get it. Dishes it back to Behrens. Behrens pass up towards Ben Augustine. Deflects it into the zone and goes for the line change. Carter will going on the forecheck. The pressure ended up forcing off the mark pass. So good job by Jackson Carter on the read as the lone man out. I think I'll forecheck this one. Maybe I'll pressure him into a mistake. And he did. Eden pass back. He ended up, I think he expected Garnis maybe to be a bit behind him or Hicklin to be closer, but Hicklin was dealing with a trailer, it looked like. Eden pokes the puck away from Dixon. Puck sent down low by the Stars. Battle for puck behind the net. Hicklin comes away with it. Fights through a bit of a hook. Out to the neutral zone. Eden down the left wing. Shot. Save. Rebound. Tipped. Score! Brody Garnis from Logan Westfold. Sorry, from Noah Eden. Westfold may get a second assist. So Garnis from Eden and perhaps Westfold. Capitals goal at the 12:21 mark. Second assist, that might have been from the defenseman too. We'll find out together, hopefully. big goal for the Capitals. Caden Opp wins the faceoff forward to himself. Cuts back, sends it low. Logan will get to it. Looking for the wraparound. Sent away by the Stars. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Sin dishes back to Augustine. Augustine circles away from the forecheck. Just the one assist announced. So Garnis from Eden. Logan chips it high off the glass. Back towards the neutral zone. Sin passes over to Augustine. Augustine sends it in. Gloved down quickly by Clausen. Clausen stripped of the puck by Junta. Chipped up towards Augustine. Knocked up towards the neutral zone. Pass over to the right wing to King. King around the Capitals net. Pass intended for the slot, broken up by Augustine. Brett Augustine checked from behind. And now we have a tackle. Clausen will get it, sends it towards up to King. King shot wide. Out to the neutral zone, up with it. He has Wenzel with him. Spin move, pass to Wenzel, shot! Howard got a piece of it. What a pretty play by Caden Opp. Puck tipped near the blue line by Willis. That is what we're talking about. There may be some parents, probably some grandparents who have a clue what I'm referencing on that one. To help everyone out, what you talking about, Willis? Shot from the point by Cavito, bounces in front of Boma, got deflected, popped up, landed about 3 feet in front of Boma. Can end up some of the most difficult shots a goalie can face. Face off with 32.6 seconds left. Glovic handing something to the referee. Some sort of piece of debris, no doubt, and that one blown dead quickly. West on the face-off against Bliss. West wins it back. Tipped up along the wall, kept in by Clausen. Augustine sends it towards the far side. Poke forward by Wenzel. Out to the neutral zone. Capitals were offside. West gets the puck back, dumps it into the far corner. Capitals don't want to let up now, though. Still 8 seconds left. Hicklin tries to send it down low. Knocked back to Glovic. Glovic soft board pass. And that'll take care of the time. So Glovic with a smart pass here with just a little under 4 pass. Like, well, who's it to maybe? The question was, it was to no one, but just by sending it that softly, nothing was going to happen. No one was in the area. Nothing was going to happen with the puck during that time. And by the time Evan Clausen touched, there was 0.2 seconds left. So not a bad move. Capitals credited with 6 shots that period, 4 shots against. Although a couple of those shots against were pretty dangerous. But it's been a strong game so far for the Capitals here in the Icebox. Those of you who watched us 2 years ago this weekend, for almost exactly 2 years. You may remember that we were up in the perch in the far corner of the arena. We'd have to zoom in. And out, and we had the balloons in front of us. But this year, we're in the top of, right, basically center ice, top of what's section C here. we don't end up very high up off the ice, and this is the camera's essentially the top row here at the ice box. So again, the seating here, not particularly steep, so the angle not very high. If you want some arenas with much sharper angles, Ames is up there. Extreme Arena, where the ECHL's Iowa Heartlanders play, pretty steep angle. Great place to watch a hockey game. If you have not been to an ECHL game in Coralville to see the Heartlanders, strongly recommend it. Like, there is not a bad seat in the house. You just feel like you're right on top of the game, and the game you're right on top of is an ECHL hockey game. Hockey's double-A, that's just the level below. The Heartlanders are the affiliate, the ECHL affiliate of the Iowa Stars. Sorry, the Iowa Stars. That's, gosh. The Iowa Wild. It hasn't been the Stars in quite a while. And, of course, the Iowa Wild are the affiliate of the Minnesota Wild. Opp on the face-off against Noden. Battle for the puck. Noden comes forward, tripped up. Capitals, probably a little fortunate not to get a tripping penalty. Shot towards the side of the net. Capitals pick it up towards the neutral zone. Poked away by Opp. Opp connects in the pass to the trailer. Augustine, shot save! No rebound, gloved by Howard. Things get a little physical in front of Howard. Opp on the face-off again. There's 21 seconds into the period. Opp shot off the face-off, save. 1-4 to himself. Junta out front. Logan fired, saved by Howard. Puck sent down to Opp. Opp checked in the corner, emerges with the puck nonetheless. Check from behind. No penalty. Oh, Logan pulls a player over. Pass up towards Nickel. Nickel skating in. Passes across. Connects to Noden. Doesn't get the shot off. Huge back check by Ryan Logan. Lincoln thought that they had it, but Ryan Logan's back check thwarts the point-blank opportunity. Pass out front. Loose. Chopped. Knocked back to the corner by the Stars, though. Miller checked by Augustine. Opp battling for the puck. Trying to fish it out again. Opp emerges, clears it. It will go wide of Howard for icing, but the Capitals will probably take that at this juncture. This line ended up pinned out in the defensive zone there for a little bit. So defensive zone face-off for the Capitals at the 1:26 mark. West on the draw against Miller. Lincoln coaching staff talking, or head coach talking with the referee, probably. Yeah. What's essentially what we're finding is that the refs are kind of letting them play tonight. Hopefully it doesn't get too far out of hand. Face off one by the Stars, shot from the point. Glove save by Boma. Point shot was by Cavito. Battle for the puck. Augustine will come away with it. Ben Augustine, pass over to Wenzel. Wenzel skates it in, tries putting it back out towards the slot. Fed back by Augustine, capped in by West. Sends it off the end boards, send up along the boards. Puck will bounce right at the blue line on Barons. Capitals will have to tag back up. Capitals are still offset and it's going for icing anyways. Capitals were going to end up offside, but it just ends up an icing anyways. West on the face-off again. Kick back by the Stars. Good poke by Augustine. Puck sent around the boards by the Stars. Center attempt. Shot saved by Boma. Isaac Parker with the shot out of the corner. Sakwitz gets to the puck. Board pass out to the neutral zone. Intercepted by Carter, who's bowled over by Parker. We have a whistle for, is it just offside? Just an offside penalty. Sakwitz passes across to his deep partner off the faceoff. Second pass intercepted momentarily by Hicklin. Battle in the neutral zone. Stars chip it low. Glovett gets to it, trying to shield it from Blaine Dixon. Passes up along the wall. Nice job pinching in. Centering attempts. Good pass by Braden Thomas. The Capitals managed to tie up the man out front pretty well and prevent a shot. Attempted send in by Bliss, blocked by the Capitals. Good job by Eden as well. Glovik with it, feeds it forward up towards Westfold. Westfold flips it in. Sakwitz back for it. Flips it up towards the face-off circle. Pass deflected. Eden sends a backhander toward the net. It went wide into the end boards. Battle along the half wall. Stars will get it clear. This one will go for icing at the 3:38 mark of the seconds. Capitals get an offensive zone face-off, looking to extend their one-goal lead. Trying to get that Matt Reed Country Financial Insurance tally.
Let's go, Caps!
Up on the face-off out there with Junta and Logan. Shot towards the net. Backhander slap. That's Junta scores! Face-off. 1-4 towards the net. Rebound out front. Junta scores. Junta from up to get the Capitals that Matt Reed Country Financial Insurance tally we were talking about. Make that a harbinger. Foreboding. Of course, foreboding sometimes has a negative connotation. So, goal scored at the 3:33 mark by A.J. Junta. Assist to Caden Opp. Puck got deflected up into the Capitals bench. Glove save. Oh, we probably have a penalty by Cooper Cook. Junta's heading off, and I think that's the only player heading off. Slashing to Junta. So Junta goes into the Tint World penalty box at the 3:41 mark. Capitals will go on to a Jan Stambro Real Estate penalty kill. Well, not the team that the Capitals, I'll put it this way, the Stars aren't a team you want to put on the power play. So this will be important. Penalty killers for the Capitals will be Opp, Logan, Sin, and Augustine. We are getting the Chips theme song here at the Icebox, and it's fantastic. Unfortunately, no sightings of Eric Estrada or Larry Wilcox. Nice job by Logan, hounding Noden. Nickel with it for the Stars. Worked his way up along the half wall, pass to the point. Cavito down to the corner. Centering attempt, goes through the slot. Opp emerges with the puck. Holds up, trying to evade Brown. Another toe drag. Shot, save. Caden Opp with no less than 4 Lincoln Stars in his immediate vicinity manages to get a shot off and get an offensive zone face-off 45 seconds into the penalty to Junta. That was outstanding. West on the face-off now for the Capitals. He's out there with Ben Augustine, Luke Behrens, and Jackson Carter on this penalty kill. King with the puck. Pass, tipped. Behrens gets it, fires it, and clears. Evan Clausen, long pass towards the right side. Poked by Behrens. Behrens skating it in. Augustine towards the slot. Capitals will play it conservatively now, though. Good job to release by Behrens. Augustine with a huge hit. Gets the puck. This is the West. Shot. Saved by Howard. What an open ice hit by Ben Augustine. His stick got a bit tied up by the man who he knocked down, but Zach West was in place to get the puck tipped over to him. Shot from a difficult angle, and another offensive zone faceoff for the Capitals.
Let's go, Caps!
West on the draw against Miller. One to the corner to Clausen. Clausen tips it. Puck intercepted by Augustine. Now Paul King with it. Glovic steps up for a hit. Aggressive penalty kill by the Capitals. West lays the body on Broadfoot. Bliss will pick it up. And West got taken down. Capitals fans, intercepted at the blue line. Not happy with that lack of call. You may have heard. Some people are saying. Rat puck up to Glovic. Shot deflected, but it goes wide. Garnett sends one on the back of the net. Whacked. Braden Thomas took a whack at the net, but right as the puck bounced off the net, whistle was blown. Play whistle dead at the 6:02 mark. Capitals looking for a Joseph Yeaman shelter insurance tally. That's when we get the extra insurance.
What's up, Brett?
Garnis, nice job out of the corner. Shot by Eden, save.
Oh, Gabe.
In less than a couple lateral steps, Garnis was already out front. Eden regroups with the puck. Soft saucer pass, area pass towards Augustine. Augustine fans on the pass. Westwood will pick it up. Sends it up to Eden. Eden's pass intercepted. Junta off the bench. Intercepts for the Capitals. Attempted clear, blocked by Augustine. Augustine's shot pinballs off a couple of players. Chopped at out into the neutral zone. Westfold sends it across to Brett Augustine. Augustine forward up to Junta, deflected into the zone. That will negate icing. Up, tried centering it, back of the net. Junta pulls in, and this. Junta, I think, is going back to the penalty box.
Are you kidding?
Capitals back onto the Chance Stambo Real Estate penalty kill with Junta back into the penalty box, the Tint World penalty box. Didn't see the signal for what exactly the penalty is. Could be a rough. So defensive zone face-off. Penalty kill will start at the 7:08 mark. Ooh, so there's been a 10 minutes also been assessed in this. So that minor's going to be served by Hicklin. Broadfoot shot, save, no rebound. We'll have to listen to all the penalties, but if the Capitals have lost Junta for 12 minutes, that does not make things easier.
Let's go, Caps!
Battle for the puck. Puck set up towards Broadfoot. DDD pass over to Clausen. Clausen towards the face-off circle. Nickel with it for the Stars. Shot. Luke Behrens is going to head off holding. Behrens assessed a holding penalty in the prolonged battle in front of the nets. He'll go to the Tint World penalty box at the 7:34 mark. 5-on-3 power play. So Opp is out there with Glovic and Augustine. Broadfoot over to Clausen. Back to Broadfoot. To Clausen. Pass across. Looking for the one-timer to Nickel, but he fans. Broadfoot. Pass across. Shot. Flubbed. Capitals got lucky on that one. Up to Nickel from Noden. Short pass to Noden again. Pass across. Tipped. Poked out. And Opp will get it out. Clausen passes over to Brown. Brown cruises in. Knocked off the puck. Willis shot. Blocked. Broadfoot pinches in. Pass across. Shot. Big save by Boma coming across. Broadfoot back to Willis. To the point to Broadfoot. To Willis along the half wall. Pass across. Intended for Clausen. Couldn't quite control it. Opp will get a piece of it. This is trouble. Pass across. Shot. Save. Second shot scored. Capitals PK got too aggressive going for that loose puck. On a 5-on-3, you have to be 100% sure. Power play goal by Cooper Willis at the 8:55 mark. So 39 seconds left on the penalty to Behrens. They have 91 on the board. Of course, the Capitals have no 91. Augustine fans it. Carter gets to it, clears it. Logan with the puck. Tries settling a rolling puck. Pass over to West. West takes it to the corner. Just looking to kill time. 17 seconds left on the power play. Nice job by West. Now Carter pinching in. West tries sending it towards the net. Deflects towards the half wall. Clausen will get to it. Long pass up to King. Knocked away by Carter. Capitals back at full strength. Pass up towards Wenzel. Wenzel gloves the puck down. Off foot shot. Directed away by Howard. Wenzel gets to the rebound. Send it up along the boards. No one in place there. Developing 2-on-1. Stars fan on the pass up front. Shot saved by Boma. King strips the Capitals of the puck, wraps it back around. Sin fans on it. Recovers, gets it up to Augustine. Augustine forward up to Wenzel. Wenzel shot wide. Stars looking to break it out. Pass up out of the reach of Parker. Icing waved off. Sin pass intercepted by Dixon. That's a 22, not a 21. Dixon has it poked away by, and we have a delay penalty on the Stars. Poked at, and that's going to be Blaine Dixon heading off for tripping. Capitals will go on to a Jan Stambro real estate power play with the tripping minor assessed to Dixon at the 10:45 mark. This is a good opportunity for the Capitals to reestablish their 2-goal lead. Battle for the puck off the face-off. Stars will get it and clear. West back for the puck. It's out there with Opp, who will leave the puck to Logan, Wenzel, and Ben Augustine. Of course, Junta still in the box, serving a 10-minute misconduct. Ben Augustine with the puck. Pass up to West. West saucers one across. Opp looking to feed it up front to Wenzel. Nice job by West to step up and keep the puck in. And we have, is the net dislodged? Yeah, net got dislodged. Face off with 3:36 left in the second. 1:21 left on the minor penalty to Dixon. Face off one back to Augustine. Augustine feeds it up to West. West walks the blue line. Pass to the half wall to Opp. Opp back to West. One-timer shot. Looking for a deflection. Brown with the puck. Hounded by centering attempt. Puck will make its way out towards Wenzel. Hooking. Ryan Logan into the Tint World penalty box for a hooking at the 11:45 mark. That'll negate the rest of the power play. We'll skate 4-on-4 for a minute. And then the Capitals go back onto the penalty kill. Face up one by the Stars. Pass up to Clausen. Clausen shot through traffic wide. Long pass up to Ben Augustine. Connects. Barron's driving the net. Augustine sends it low. Barron stripped of the puck by Clausen. Clausen's pass a little out of the reach of Brown. Carter will skate back to it. Holds up behind his net. Looking to clear. Does so, but it'll go for icing. .24 seconds left on the penalty to Dixon. Then the Stars will go on to a power play. Off the face-off, puck knocked back to Carter. Carter wraps it off the glass. I don't know. The Capitals, Carter's, I don't know if he thinks that they're on the penalty kill or not yet. Puck tipped in. Barons with it. Pass out towards Augustine. Augustine tries settling the puck. Pass it over to Carter. Pass over to Opp. Opp with the puck. Skates back, just looking to kill some time off. Dishes to Augustine. Augustine gets it, clears. Glove down by Cavito. Cavito feeds it forward up to King. King cuts towards the center. Shot wide. King pass low, pass back to King. And it leaves the zone. Went past King and Donner. Must have bounced along the boards. Undoubtedly, there is a fair amount of snow that's built up. Tripping penalty to Ben Augustine. Ben Augustine off for tripping at the 13-19 mark. Capitals back onto another 5-on-3 penalty kill. Basically, the lesson is don't play at the end of your stick the entire game. What do I mean by that? That means always, like when you're making these puck plays, reaching for the puck, reaching for the puck, reaching for the puck, skate through it, and Willis is going to the box for something now. There was a late hit, but my statement about not playing at the edge of your stick stands. It's not men's league.
Let's go, Caps!
So it's still the 5-on-4 penalty kill. That'll end up matching Miners to Augustine and Willis. Willis undoubtedly has a roughing penalty. Pass towards the front, intercepted. Opp clears it. So Willis got an unsportsmanlike. So Ben Augustine with the trip, Cooper Willis with an unsportsmanlike. Minute 20 left in the period. Capitals have an offensive zone face-off. Logan will step out of the box in 5 seconds. If West can manage to win this one back to Brett Augustine, we'll be surprised if then Augustine regroups back out into the neutral zone. Looked at us go forward with it. Wenzel gets to it. Gets it pinned up in the corner. Logan will join the play. Got a small scrum in the corner. Clausen will get the puck. Sends it up towards Nickel. Out to the neutral zone, developing 2-on-1. Noden with the puck. Shot, scores. Noden snipes one high, far side. Tying the game at 2 apiece. Even strength goal for the Stars at the 14:05 mark. Had a man with them, but just took the shot. So the Capitals have relinquished a 2-goal lead. They're now knotted in a 2-2 tie. Another face-off win. Shot by Brown, saved by Boma. Another face-off win for Lincoln. Eden's pass thwarted. Clausen sends one, goes high off the glass. Centering attempt broken up by Eden. Eden with the puck into the neutral zone. Angle to the boards, pass up towards Westfold. Westfold tries centering it. Eden will get it. Spin shot, deflected into the corner. Slapped out. Tipped by Nickel, high stick, but it matters not as the buzzer sounds. So after 2 periods of play, we are knotted in a 2-2 tie. Capitals currently credited with outshooting Lincoln 15-8. All right. Well, we'll take time to thank our second period presenting sponsors, starting with Matt Reed Country Financial. Matt has been helping families with their insurance and investment needs since 2005. His agency offers industry-leading products for your auto, home, business, and life insurance needs. Matt's team also helps with financial planning because protection and planning go hand in hand. Contact Matt's team at 515-251-8891 to schedule your insurance and financial review. Also, kudos to Kading Property Management. Kading Property Management provides comfortable, safe, and affordable housing to its residents, as well as having a positive impact in their surrounding neighborhoods. Kading's communities are conveniently located throughout central Iowa, and they're continually adding new and exciting communities to their portfolio. Through their extensive understanding of development and residential property management, their team of dedicated professionals is able to provide the living experience you're looking for. As Kading says, let us make our home your home. We also want to thank Laser Graphics and Signs, sponsor for the Turkey Cup Rally Towels this season. Laser Graphics and Signs is committed to helping you bring your big ideas to life through custom graphics and signs. Their talented team works with you throughout the entire process to design, print, and install big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results. Learn more at laser.com. That's LASHIER.com. And we also want to thank the producer and co-sponsor of the Rally Towels, Letterman Locker. Letterman Locker is your one-stop shop for high-quality hockey gear, team apparel, and community apparel. And you can buy Capitals merchandise anytime at LettermanLocker.com. In addition to being the Capitals' permanent online shop, it's also your source for merchandise for the Des Moines Junior Bucks, the Des Moines Lady Wild, the Griffins, the Knights, the Pirates, the Raptors, the Scorpions, the Titans, the Thunder, and the Vipers, and the Des Moines Oak Leafs. Show your team pride and visit LettermanLocker.com today. And then we also want to thank the provider of the jerseys for the Turkey Cup this season, and that's RG Source for Hockey. RG Source for Hockey goes above and beyond to help each hockey player find the products that best meet their unique needs. If you're on the road, you can find RG Source for Hockey locations in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Romeoville, Illinois. You can find them 24/7 online at rghockey.com. RG Source for Hockey. We fit your game. All right, we'll take a break during this lone resurfacing intermission of the JV game, the second intermission, and we'll thank our third period presenting sponsors. Again, Capitals are tied with the Stars on the road 2-2 after 30 minutes of play. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And welcome back here from the Icebox in Lincoln, Nebraska, as the Capitals are tied with the Stars 2-2 in this late afternoon JV matchup between the currently second place in the standing Capitals and the first place Stars. If the Capitals are to have a chance of possibly passing the Stars in the standings, they need to win both of these games and then get a little bit of help the final weekend of the season. But it all starts with this one right here, right now. Well, we'll take the time to thank our third period presenting sponsors, starting with Joseph Yeaman Shelter Insurance. As your shelter insurance agent, Joe can help you make sure you get the right coverage at the right price while providing the quality service you expect. Feel free to give Joe a call or text at 515-276-0011 to discuss your insurance options today. Again, that's Joseph Yeaman Shelter Insurance. Thanks also to Strategic America. Strategic America is an independent full-service marketing and advertising agency dedicated to guiding brands through critical periods of growth and evolution. To learn more about their expansive marketing and advertising services, head to strategicamerica.com. Again, that's Strategic America. Also want to salute Synergy Homes. For nearly 20 years, the team at Synergy Homes has been building the dreams of Central Iowa homeowners. If you have a custom home or renovation project coming up, connect with Synergy Homes and schedule a consultation. To learn more or to schedule that consultation, head to synergyhomesiowa.com or give them a call at 515-480-8087. Synergy Homes, exceptionally built homes. And we'll also want to send a flex towards Sacred Physique's bodybuilding company. Just like the Capitals, Sacred Physique's motto is simple: dig deep, no excuses. They bring that same championship mindset to the gym. Whether you're an athlete seeking an edge or someone ready to transform their body, Sacred Physique's personal training programs are designed to push your limits and deliver results. For more information on how Sacred Physiques can help you reach your goals, contact Kyle Sacred at sacred.fitness@gmail.com. Strength is sacred, so is the journey. And to aid you with the spelling on that email address, just in case you need it, it's sacre.fitness@gmail.com. Ooh, I might get beat up for saying this here, but we also want to thank the Des Moines Buccaneers, the heartbeat of hockey in Iowa. Since 1980, the Bucs have developed top talent and inspired the best fans in the USHL. With fast approaching 50 alumni having reached the NHL, including current NHLers Mario Ferraro, AJ Greer, Michael Kesselring, Alex Laferriere, Jeff Petrie, and Nick Seeler, the Bucs' impact is felt far and wide. But no matter how far they go, their hearts stay right there in the 515. Hockey's alive in the 515. For tickets, visit buckshockey.com. And we say there because here in Lincoln, we're in the 402. I say about the beating up part. The Lincoln Stars and the Des Moines Buccaneers and the USHL ranks are pretty fierce rivals. It's like, who's Des Moines not a rival with? Well, since they've been in both divisions, the West and the East, at different times, I can tell you that 20 years ago, the rivalry between the Bucs and the Omaha Lancers, very strong. And of course, with the Stars is coming into the league, they were the Clark Cup champions their very first year in the league. And that was during a time when the Des Moines Buccaneers were year in and year out one of the best teams in the USHL. So they ended up rivals with the Stars pretty quickly. Of course, the Capitals also have long-standing rivalries with the Blackhawks, Fighting Saints to a degree. The only reason I say to a degree is there was that period of time where there was no Fighting Saints. Then, of course, they came back into the league in the 2010-11 season once the new arena up in Dubuque was constructed. I have to give Dubuque a lot of credit. That rink is now almost 16 years old, and it still looks great. They have done a fantastic job of keeping that arena, like being in different areas of the arena, just like I used to be when I was scouting USHL games or even trying to recruit players for Iowa State Cyclone hockey my last year of scouting. It looks pretty much as good as it did back in that inaugural season. So, I salute everyone in Dubuque and the arena staff for keeping that in such good shape. We'll pan back to the live look here from the ice box and get the scoreboard graphic updated to reflect that, yes, we are entering the third period. There we go. The key for the Capitals is going to be stay out of the box. For sure, there's a couple calls that there's been some non-calls both sides for sure. And there's been a couple other calls that the Capitals definitely felt like the Stars should have been called for to even things up a little bit. The penalties that have been called against the Capitals, all warranted, but it would be easier to take if a couple of the other penalties that the Stars look like they took had also been called. But either way, again, as with the Capitals, as I said last period, they just can't play at the edge of their stick. You start reaching for pucks like that, that's where you get those tripping penalties, or you end up with those hooking penalties by trying to do with your stick what you really need to do with your skating. So Kenley Boma will lead the Capitals back out onto the ice as the Stars make their way out as well. Things were looking very promising for the Capitals there for a while. They ended up to a 2-0 lead, but they've relinquished 2 goals since then, and thus in this 2-2 tie. I do believe Junta still has a little bit of time left on his 10-minute misconduct. So the Capitals are without their second leading scorer for a little bit of time here. Penalty box door is open for a Capital. Cooper Willis making his way over as well. A little bit of time left on his minor penalty, as there is with Ben Augustine. Augustine and Willis, I think it'll almost likely be the first stoppage of the period. Again, we'll be 5-on-5 here to start the period, and so neither Willis nor Augustine will be able to step out onto the ice until the first stoppage after their penalties expire. Capitals need one more. Capitals need one more. They're going to send out Zach West. So West out there with Opp, Logan, Augustine, and Sin. Opp trying to win the faceoff forward. West will pick it up, and we are back underway. Puck knocked out to the neutral zone. Capitals will have to tag back up. West gets the puck, fires it in. West stops the puck, tried centering it. Broken up by Nickel. Pass up to Nickel along the right wing boards. Now Riker Noden with it. Pokes it up to the neutral zone, developing 2-on-1. Noden, short pass across. Good back check by Opp to break up the play. Opp got tangled up, crashes into the boards head first, and he's down. Augustine and Willis exit the penalty boxes, but Caden Opp heads to the bench, bent over with an obvious upper body injury after kind of falling and tumbling awkwardly into the boards. Been a difficult season for Opp in terms of injuries, just a number of freak things, and this may be another one to add to it. The Capitals are down Opp. We'll have to see if they dress yet someone else that normally plays varsity. Puck wrapped around the wall. Of course, Liam Reed has filled in a number of games in JV this season. Humorously, Adam Way shows us having played a dress for a JV game on the stats against Dubuque, but he hasn't played a single game of JV this season. So wrap puck up to Wenzel. King tries centering it. Broken up. Augustine evades King. Good back check by Willis to knock the puck away. Oh, I think Miller's lost a blade. Miller working his way, and there's the referee, I believe, picking up that loose skate blade. He's going to hand it to Paul King. So Leo Miller did a good job of pad sliding his way to the bench. Not sure when the last time Leo played goalie, if it was like 8U, like many players, but either way, that was well done. The face-off starts with the puck. Clausen skates it into the neutral zone. Dumps it in. Puck goes into the corner. Goes for icing. Clausen dumped it in just before he got to the red line. Thus the icing infraction. Offensive zone face-off at the 140 mark. Broadfoot with the puck up the face-off, wraps it out. Carter with it. Forward pass over to Garnis. Garnis heard the footsteps, made a pass, and it was intercepted by the Stars. Carter with it, forward pass up towards Westfold, deflected into the neutral zone, off a Lincoln stick as well. That negates icing. Clausen sends it up along the boards. Stopped by Hicklin. Hicklin's pass intercepted by Parker. Parker gets around Hicklin, skating in. Shot, save, rebound!
Nice job, Kinley!
Deflected, save by Boma. Hicklin struggling mightily this shift. Pass back to Cavito. Flips, does not go into the Capitals bench. Glovic back for it. Pass. Oh, Glovic's pass goes right to Bliss. Logan gets the puck back. I have to imagine that the Capitals are going to call that deep pair to the bench immediately. Hopefully they can regroup and flush that shift. Glovic back for it, sends it up along the boards. West gets it, sends it across. Wenzel sending the boards hard. That soft pass towards Wenzel wasn't a horrible idea as the Capitals can't get the puck. That's going to be leg-on-leg contact. We'll see if it's kneeing, tripping, or what we have. Long shift for Jensen. Glovic's going to end in a penalty. Kneeing. Yeah, no surprise. We'll see if it's a major or a minor. Sometimes these end up major pits, 2 minutes. And a 10. So 2 and a 10. So Glovic is done for the game. So penalty assessed at the 3:30 mark. So Glovic with a 2 and a 10. They might as well just send him off the ice at this juncture. There is no overtime.
Let's go, Caps!
In the JV games, it only goes to a shootout. And with him in the penalty box at the end of regulation, he would not be eligible to be a shooter in the shootout anyway. Tony Wild, I think, looking for a penalty on the hit that Riker Noden made on Luke Wenzel. Capitals onto a Jan Stamber real estate penalty kill with Glovic in the box. And the Capitals still having to send Hicklin over to serve the minor to Glovic. And a Junt, I think, is still in for the 10-minute misconduct. Pass towards the slot. Miller shot off the crossbar. Out to Clausen. Shot deflected wide. King shot, glove save.
Nice job, Kinley!
And Caden Opp is back out onto the ice, which is hopefully good to see, as long as he's not too far from 100% and risking anything. Opp gets it back to Behrens, and Behrens clears it. Clausen back for the puck. Pass across over to Broadfoot. Broadfoot loses the handle, feeds it forward. Willis evades. Good back check by Opp to poke the puck away. Clearing attempt hit the ref. Miller sends it down low. Puck batted down by King. And Logan will get a quality clear. Lincoln will wrap it up along the boards. Pass across over toward Clausen. Clausen towards the blue line, dumps it in. Behrens gets to it. Opp with the puck now. Pokes it towards the boards. Now away from Nickel. Clausen chips it to the corner. Nickel in place to get to the puck. Pass back. Shot low. Blocked by, I think they went off the skate of Logan. Opp gets it. Red Augustine gets the puck. Dumps it in. Capitals changing up with now 29 seconds left on the minor penalty to Glovic, as Ben Augustine caught an edge and ended up submarining Jamison Cavito. Pass to the half wall. Brown centered. Attempt. I don't think I got blocked. There's just a flat out fan. Brown trying to go to the net. Board pass. Pass up front. Clear to the corner. Sin gets it. Tries clearing. Blocked.
Nice job, Gabe!
Capitals are back at full strength. Wraparound attempt. Shot save. Puck's loose up front. Eden will skid it out to the neutral zone. Cavito sends the puck around. Garnos will get to it. Stripped of the puck. Barron's back for it. His pass tips off the blade of Garnis. Pass intercepted by Barron's. Barron's to the loose puck in front of the Lincoln bench. Forces it into the zone. Cavito with a wrap. Roll its way out to the neutral zone. Westfold, pass back to Augustine. Augustine was looking to connect on a pass with Garnis, but it did not, and so it'll go for icing with 8:34 left in the game. So Capitals are now down to a 5, and Junta is now out of the penalty box, so he has finished serving his 12 minutes. Thomas shot over the net. Sackwitz hustling for the loose puck. Sends it towards the slot, deflected into the netting and out of play. Up on the face-off. And back to Thomas. Thomas shot blocked. Chipped up by Junta. Cleared out. Sackwitz back for it. His pass up to Bliss. Bliss cuts towards center, works his way around up. Sends it in. It's before the red line. And the linesman, the trailing linesman caught that. Signaled icing. Front lines woman saw that as well. The immediate signal. And so the Capitals get an offensive zone face-off here at the 6:50 mark. Off out there with Junta and Logan. Hicklin and Augustine, the defensemen. Face-off one back to Hicklin. Hicklin across to Augustine. Augustine had a man right on him as that pass was made. That was Willis. Puck poked forward by Willis. Up, centering pass. Willis can't get the shot off. Capitals crash into the net. Caden up again. West heads out with Wetzel and Augustine, Barons and Carter to the defense. Face off one back by Lincoln. Clausen with the puck. Sends it along the half wall. Willis sends it to the corner. Shot over the nets. Starting to wonder if someone's dropping dimes in front of the Capital skates or what's happening here, because a lot of players are falling for reasons that are inexplicable. Puck jammed up in the corner. Comes loose. Puck sent towards Boma, who will stick it into the corner. Carter chips it off the glass. Knocked out to the neutral zone. Clausen gets it up to King near the blue line. King's pass broken up by Barons. Hand pass. So Lincoln hand pass in the neutral zone will stop play with 6:58 left in the third. Again, still knotted in a 2-2 tie. Augustine out with Sin now, so the rotation. Carter and Barons are still together, and then Hicklin and Sin are rotating to go out with Augustine. Face off, won by the Stars. Puck wrapped along the boards. Westfold gets to it. Able to clear it out. Eden batting for the puck. Swept by Sin. Pass up front. Shot! I believe Boma got a piece of it. Either way, it did not go in the net. Shot deflected wide. Augustine to the puck. looking to connect in a pass to Garnis. Ends up a clear. Sackwitz. Pass broken up by Eden. Eden. Pass back. Westfold trying to fish it out. Turnover.
Good job, Gabe.
Westfold pushes it forward to Eden. Eden shot wide. Gosh, the last time the Capitals had a shot in on Gus Howard, I might have been. Did I celebrate a birthday? No, I don't think so. Anyways, dump puck goes for icing. With 5:58 left in the third. Up, wins it forward himself, shot side of the net. Well, we almost had our shot on goal. Logan centers, Johnson shot. Good stick by Lincoln to deflect that one over the net. Barron's at the point, shot, deflected. Goes wide, up, taken down alongside the net. Johnson trying to emerge out of the corner. Rolls in on Howard, still bouncing, follow the bouncing puck. Logan, shot, saved by Howard. Sackwitz will regroup. Holds up behind his net. Pass to the left wing. Intercepted by Carter at the blue line. Saucer pass over to Logan. Willis with the puck. Cuts towards center. Forced to the left side. Dumps the puck in. Hickling gets to it. Knocked down. Passes it up toward Wenzel. Stars are offside. Bliss is still offside. Hicklin's getting it in. Pass towards Wenzel. Wenzel has it poked away. Here comes Parker. Isaac Parker with it through center. Dumps it in. West gets to it. Sends it to the corner toward Augustine. Brett Augustine holds up. Pass across up towards West. Couldn't quite control the pass though. Hickling gets to it. Battling with Parker. West will pick up the loose puck. Saucer's up towards Augustine, out of his reach. Red Augustine feeds it up to Wenzel. Wenzel gets to the red line and dumps it in. Pass out towards Brown, chipped out. Sin will stop it. Board pass sent right back to the Stars though.
Come on, Gabe.
Brown works his way wide. Rounds the Capitals net, looking for a centering attempt. Forced to send it up to the point to Quevedo. Quevedo shot, blocked by West. West has been out for a long shift. Shot, saved, no rebound. .345 left. Capitals really need a regulation win against the Stars. Face off back to the point, blocked by Eden. Eden in behind the defense. Needs to have someone cut much harder with them. Riker Noden with it. Pass across. Led Brown just a bit too far. Garnis feeds it right to the point. Clausen with it. Over to Noden. Noden shot. Glove save by Boma.
Nice job, Kinley.
3:18 left in the third. Off on the draw. Faced up one by the Stars. Up to Clausen. Clausen. Pass it across to Broadfoot. Broadfoot. Shot deflected. Scores. Leo Miller gets the deflection. It'll be an assist by Trevor Broadfoot. He had the point shot. Stars have scored 3 unanswered goals to take the lead, 3-2 with 3:12 remaining.
Let's go,
So
Cap.
goal scored at the 11:48 mark. The bench will likely get shortened significantly here in the remaining 3:12.
Nice job, Kaden.
Puck poked forward. Opp gets to the puck. Up to Augustine. Augustine shot, blocked. Put to the corner. King will get it. Good back check by Junta. Miller with the send-in. Augustine back to the puck and moves it to Carter. Carter pass off the mark. Cavito will get it. Pass up to Logan. Logan with the send-in. Carter gets, well, had positioning for the puck, but got knocked off of it. Augustine, Ben Augustine with the puck. Skates into Carter. That's where we're going to get the old Happy Gilmore teeing off. Lafferty Daniel.
Oh my God.
Best of luck. Get out of the way. King with the puck out of the corner. Feeds it up to the blue line. Along the boards. Ben Augustine nearly had it. What slap shot save! Landon Bliss. Slap shot from the face-off circle. Looking for a goal on senior night. Landon is one of the seniors. Definitely expect him to anticipate seeing him play in the varsity game tonight. 1:43 left. Shot from the point off the face-off, and the Stars have, and this has been a common refrain this season, have won a lot of face-offs. Not that it's all games against the Stars. This is the Capitals' first game against, well, other than the preseason game at the Showcase. First regular season game against the Stars, but if the Capitals do have a weakness as a team, it is face-offs. Logan trying to feed it forward. Dixon sends it back. Pass over to Carter. Carter pass off the mark to Logan. Again, the Capitals passing for the most part today, especially by the defense, has just been atrocious. And people can talk about the penalties against the Capitals and whether that's been uneven or not, but the execution for a lot of things has not been good. Up to Augustine. Augustine. And then the send out. Now Opp with the puck. Puck pokes by Logan, but would have been close to going offside. We'll never find out with Cole Brown intercepted. Pass up to Augustine. Augustine sends it to Nickel, but it's going to go up to Behrens. Behrens skating it in. Shot. Rebound! Needed someone there, or someone just driving the net a bit harder. Augustine bowled over at the blue line. Puck is loose. We have a penalty late. If the Capitals get a retaliation on this, whoever retaliated should be benched for the rest of the season. Riker Noden to the box. Roughing. Roughing assessed at the 14:57 mark. The Capitals will have to try to score one late. We'll see if Opp tries to win it for himself. Everyone just needs to drive on that left side, just push towards the net. See if Opp tries to feed Logan. It's a possibility. Knocked to the corner. And the Capitals lose in Lincoln. I do believe this mathematically eliminates the Capitals from possibly being first in the JV standings. Try to do the math real quick. So Lincoln goes to 27, 0, 0, and 2. That'll give them 56 points. If I do my math correctly, the JV Capitals have 49 points with the 24-3-0-1 record with 6 games left. The most points they can get is 54. I guess it'd have to depend on how tiebreakers work, so maybe not impossible if I've done my math correctly, not knowing tiebreakers, but highly improbable. Well, varsity will play next. Looks like they're going to do the senior festivities before warm-ups. As you can see that they're rolling out the carpet. We'll take some time while we have it. We're not in a big rush at this juncture. And we don't get to do this in the JV games very much. We do have some other sponsors that they don't have ad reads, but they are key supporters of the Capitals nonetheless. Perhaps I need to get my team program out from this season too. There's actually even additionals above these ones that I'm about to read. We have the Des Moines University Clinic logo up. They have supported the Capitals for a number of years. But we also want to thank Absolute Auto and Repair, Campbell's Concessions, Central Iowa Dermatology, David Barlow at Carl Chevrolet, DePhillips Real Estate Group, Jeff Kenyon at Realty One Group, Luana Savings Bank, Stone and Cross Lawn and Landscape, Waukee Wellness and Chiropractic, that's Dr. Wes Nyberg out there in Waukee, and Voss Concrete, that's V as in victory, VOSS, Voss Concrete. So we thank all of them for their support of the Capitals as well. We thank you for tuning in to this one, and we'll start the varsity stream. It's going to be a little while because we'll have senior night here from the Icebox. Then they'll have warm-ups, and towards the end of warm-ups is when we will start our stream. So that stream is probably going to start in 20-ish minutes, so a little after 5. And of course there will be the resurface, but even still, 5:05, somewhere around there, we'll start the varsity game. If for some reason you're not able to also tune into the varsity game, as we always say, if you can't catch us live, catch us on the archive. You can watch Capitals hockey at your convenience, or rewatch Capitals hockey at your convenience on our YouTube channel. And in times like this, when we're not real sure when we're going to start, it's not a bad idea to subscribe and hit the notifications button so you are notified every time we go live on YouTube here for Capitals hockey. Again, thank you so much. Hope you tune in to the next one, the varsity game later tonight. But if not, we will see you again here tomorrow morning for the JV game. It's an early start. They hate us. It's 8:30. So 8:30 puck drop. I do not have my old XFL jersey of He Hate Me. You'd have to be of a certain vintage to remember that. But all right, well, we've rambled on long enough. This is Kevin Way signing off for this one. We'll see you in just a bit here from Lincoln for the varsity game. Until next time, we'll remind you that despite giving up 3 goals to blow a 2-0 lead, things could be worse in life by a lot. So it's still a great day to be a Capital. We'll see you next time.